Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. On play action, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Prescott now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. There's Cooks in motion right. 4th down, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
We're scoreless after 1. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. It's Eckler again. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Here's Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is a counter play. Eckler, no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll change things up. Prescott off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. An audible here to get a new look. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the...
He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got room to roam. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54 right here. Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hey, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert changing things up. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
21.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the option, here's Eckler. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 53.
Gallup in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
Play action now. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going to 54, wide. Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Once more, here's Eckler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
Up the middle with Eckler. Able to power through. Able to avoid him at the 40. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown so far. Number 13 now. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Hey, 47. 26.
To throw, Prescott. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And now they'll shift things around.
47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
Now Dak. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Dak. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. 205 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the option right, Herbert. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think that the Titans stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for L.A., they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.